Hey guys, welcome out to the range. Today we're going to start a series that I'm calling Y 7.5 inch AR-15s. And it is born out of a video that I released not too long ago with this rifle, basically showing the validity of a 7.5 inch AR-15. And mostly I was just running it on the Overland course, just having a lot of fun with it. I'll do a more detailed video in a little bit on all the details that go into this gun, but this is a gun that I built several years ago, and it has proven to be a lot of fun, very accurate, which I'm going to show you here in a little bit. But I figured we would begin this series, and it's going to be a short series of videos. I figured I would begin this series by showing you how compact this is and how mobile this is. Basically, the case that I have here is a Homeland, I think it's a Homeland Security case from Blackhawk. It's got my chest rig in the front pocket, and I'll show you guys real quick. I keep a whole bunch of these desiccant packs inside of the pocket with the case. Why? Because whenever this comes off my body, there's always going to be sweat right here. And I want to keep the ammunition, this is all fighting ammo, and I want to keep the ammunition that's on here as dry as possible. What's in here presently is my 13.7, which you guys have seen many times before. And I have to break it down to make it fit in here. But I'm going to set this aside for right now, as I'm adding more character to my tonneau cover. Character means scratches. As you see it here, identically, as you see it here, it is 6 pounds, I'm sorry, it is 5 pounds, 15 ounces. So it's just a fuzz under 6 pounds. Now mind you, that's as you see it. So that is Tier 1 Citizen 2-point sling, BCM rail panels all the way around, Magpul ladder panels, Magpul MBUS Pro steel sights on top, Scalar Works low mount for the RMR Trijicon, and an INFORCE WML. So fully set up, ready to go. It is just a fuzz under 6 pounds. That means that this rifle is a pleasure to carry. And I can truly say, in regards to this one, it actually is a pleasure to carry this rifle all day long. And I've done it many times at classes, identically set up like this. What I really dig about it is that it fits down into this very small bag. This is a bag that was designed for the MP5. What you do with this is you start the corner, and then you start the other corner, and once you get around that stock, the zippers meet in the middle, and you now have a setup that is small enough to go in and out of hotels without people really knowing what it is that you've got on your person. And this bag does not say gun in any way whatsoever. It says business equipment, it says something other than firearm. If you need the gun, it's a matter of unzipping it, throwing it open, and the gun comes out, feed a mag to it, rack it, and off to work you go. This setup like it is, as I said earlier in the video, it is a pleasure to wear. It's a pleasure to carry. The big reason for that is the Tier 1 Citizen sling that I have on it. I made these slings with bungee in them so that it takes the weight of the rifle off your shoulder. If you don't have bungee in your sling, guys, the reason I made this sling was I was going to a lot of training, and I was working with slings on the market that just really weren't getting it done. I was getting a lot of abuse on my body from carrying rifles for an extended period of time, and it was just wearing me out. And I designed the single point sling initially with my friend Daniel to take the weight of the rifle, but it left something behind, especially when you're dealing with heavy guns or long guns, And so I was laying in bed one night, and several years ago now, and it just hit me one night. I'm like, duh, bungee and a 2-point sling. But the equation is what I had to figure out, the length and how much bungee to put in. So there were like, I think 3 iterations total, and it was pretty much a done deal. The equation works so well that across the board I have now gone every one of my guns is set up with a 2-point sling automatically. And what I do when it's in storage mode is I take the quick detach that would be normally on the front and I stick it onto the quick detach at the rear of the lower receiver for transportation purposes, and as soon as I mate the upper to it, the QD just goes up front and clicks in. For this particular gun, it doesn't have to be broken down, so this is actually the quietest setup you can possibly get because there's no hardware. It's paracord on the front, and it runs right through the KMR rail and back around, and all I have is a knot on it, and then I lace the sling through it. And on the back, I just lace the sling through the stock. Mission First Tactical, the minimalist Mission First Tactical stock is the lightest stock I've ever worked with. Conventional production. There was a caveat. The lightest conventional production stock I've ever worked with. People, just recently, a few days ago, someone made a comment about I can't take somebody serious that uses a stock made by a company that has Airsoft quality sights or something like that. Guys, not everything that Mission First Tactical makes is good to go. Their sights are a joke. Don't use them. The stocks are very good. I've been using these stocks for years, and I do mean for years, and this particular one has been through a bunch of training classes, vehicle classes, CQB classes. It's been banged around pretty hard, and I can tell just from the wear on it that it's been used a fair amount, and it has never, ever failed me. And what it does is it renders a rifle that is as light as you can get it, because you'd be surprised at how heavy a stock can be. And if you add, remember guys, people like to make the comment, well, you need to work out more. Okay, stop being ignorant. Weight is still weight. It's like years ago when the Tavor came out. People said, it's an 8-pound gun. Yeah, it's an 8-pound gun. So the IWI guys would say, oh, well, the rear, it's rear weight. Yeah, it's still weight. You still have to carry that weight around. So I want to have, this is a get-home gun, and I want to have as much weight taken off that gun as possible, but I still want capabilities on the gun. So it's a video for another day. But the point is, the Tier 1 Citizen 2-point sling makes a big difference in how you wear and carry this gun, which primarily what you're going to be doing with a rifle, no matter if it's a get-home gun, a bug-out gun, or a home defense gun, primarily what we do with guns is we carry them. And the sling is to the rifle as the holster is to the handgun. If you don't have a good sling, you're going to be hurting. I want to thank you guys for the support of this channel, for your donations, for your sling purchases, for your lifestyle item purchases from the website. Thank you so much for watching this video. As always, God bless you all. Get those guns out in practice. Have a good one.